My wife's lodger each morning, and my wife's lodger every night. I'm always the scapegoat when anything goes wrong, but everything that Roger does is right. Now I've no time for Roger the lodger. I trust him just as far as I could reach. He's a dodger, a bodger, a crafty kind of codger. That's Roger the lodger, the leech.
Boss.
How do, lads? Is anyone sitting here?
Yes, the invisible man.
No, I mean, can I sit here?
I don't know, try and see.
It's grand to be back home again. Glad you think so. Yeah, those handcuffs.
Nah, we was born like this. We're Siamese twins.
Nice day.
What?
I said it was a nice day.
Yes, I can see it is.
Playing cards.
No, association football.
Oh.
Solar.
Pass. Abundance.
Misère. Here, wait a minute. Who goes what?
Well, I passed.
Well, so did I.
Call again. Solar.
Pass. Abundance.
Misère.
Here, what's the game? Someone caught twice.
Not me.
I went abundance.
Well, I went solar.
Who said misère?
I did.
Well, keep your blooming trap shut.
Deal again.
Here, what's the game? I've got a cert bundle here. Pick 'em
Well,
up.
it was his fault.
Pick 'em up.
Oh, dear, no seats in here either.
That's all right, missus. You can have mine.
Oh, thank you so much.
But, Ma, I want to sit down.
Now, Vernon, be a good boy. And perhaps the nice, kind sergeant will let you sit on his knee.
But I don't want to sit on his knee.
I'm very glad to hear it, because you ain't going to sit on a nice sergeant's knee.
No, Sergeant, he looks a nice little lad.
Here, you keep out of it. I've had enough of you.
I saw it.
What a game.
Well, I can't help it. I'm not a blinking camel.
Come on in.
What a funny-looking man.
Vernon, don't be rude to the gentleman.
Oh, that's all right, missus. I think he's a very well-behaved little lad.
Yes, he's no trouble. Just a teeny-weeny bit playful, that's all.
Ah, well, all kids are, aren't they? They wouldn't be human if they weren't.
You got children of your own?
Aye, I have that too. A little lad and a little lass. I can't wait until I see 'em again.
Been away long?
6 years.
Oh, that's a long time, isn't it?
There they are.
Oh, what nice kids.
What a funny-looking dustbin.
That's not a dustbin, that's me mother-in-law.
Do you like my tie?
Aye, it's very nice, isn't it?
Clumsy thing, you. Now look what you've done. You've knocked the wool on the floor.
Sorry, love, it was an accident. I'll find it for you.
Blimey, what you again? What are you doing down there? If you say getting up, I'll give you a slap right round the kitchen. Come on, get in there.
Can't I have any peace?
Move up, mum.
I want to play cards.
No, Vernon.
I want to play cards.
Never mind about cards, Vernon. You stick to your pools.
But I can play Happy Families.
If you don't keep quiet, there'll be a very unhappy family, and you won't know how unhappy they are.
No one-
Can't you keep this little scorpion quiet?
Keep quiet, Vernon.
Chance of that.
He's no trouble at all, is he?
He's not usually like this. I can't think what's come over the little fellow today. He must be overtired.
Madam, can't you make that wretched child behave?
Vernon, behave!
Oh, that's handy little gadget. Let's have a look at it.
What is this, a lunatic asylum? Haven't you grown up yet?
Don't you hit my Vernon! Vernon, say you're sorry to the nice, kind sergeant.
Sorry, Sarge.
All right, son, but don't do it again, that's all.
Why don't you give the gentleman a seat?
I got some Turkish delights. Want one, Tish?
Yes.
How about you, Tosh? You, Tosh?
Blimey, it's soap.
Excuse me, madam. Good heavens, smallpox!
Oh, my poor boy! Doctor, you must do something for my child! Please, please, would you?
Hi,
I know I
you've
should
got
have
the wrong
vaccinated.
case.
Please do
Hi,
something for him.
my
Doctor.
case. My case! My case!
There's Mrs. Barton going into number 9. She don't look long for this world. Proper haggard she looks. I suppose it's worrying over her husband going overseas. Well, my husband's been overseas for 6 years, but I haven't worried myself into the grave over it. Oh, him. He's different. There's that Mrs. Emmett going up the road. Her that's just got married.
Oh, she made a lovely bride. She did look happy.
Happy? I wouldn't say she looked happy. Relieved, you might say. Not happy.
Mom!
Hello, son. What is it? You're back early?
Aye, I've got some wonderful news for you.
Oh, what is it?
I've got the sack. I'm fired. Now I can go to dogs every day. This is my lucky day, that's what it is.
It's not fair. If he can get the sack, so can I. Why should I have to work?
Be quiet, the pair of you. All you think about's going to dogs, fellas, and pictures. Why, I stay at home scrubbing and slaving for you. What for, I'd like to know? What have I got?
Roger.
The lodger. Mum, look at Rita. Did you ever go out with boys when you were a girl?
Don't be so daft, of course. I did once.
And did you suffer for it?
I married your father, didn't I?
Don't bother to set a place for me, Mother.
Why not, love?
I'm going to Pally with Charlie Farley.
Oh, have a bit of something before you go, won't you?
No, I haven't time.
Postman.
Oh, if it's anything for me, don't open it. It's private.
Private's right. It's from Private Higginbottom.
Oh, I bet he'll be wanting something or he wouldn't be writing. My dear Maggie Ann, open your in the pink as it leaves me the same. I have had a long dose of CB, which is very catching, but I'm all right now. I'm coming home on leave, isn't it smashing? I haven't changed much as the laundry's very difficult. I'm still wearing the same socks you knitted me when I went away, and I've become quite attached to them. Love to you and the kids and the old war horse. If she's still with you, I hope not. Yours has been for Willie. P.S. If I get home before this letter, don't bother to read it. Well, your father's on his way home.
Well, I'm on my way out. Got a date with Clara Saris.
Don't you want any tea, either?
No, thanks, Mum.
Willie Higginbottom.
Anybody at home? I've come back.
Oh, so it's you, is it?
Hello, Maggie Ann. Here I am at last.
I heard you blowing your own trumpet.
Aren't you glad to see me?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Well, give us a kiss while you think it over.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, I've waited 6 years for that.
You've been drinking.
We just had 1 or 2 with the lads to celebrate. I don't see any flags out here.
We've got no flags. Besides, we didn't know you were coming back.
Well, didn't you get my letter?
5 minutes ago. You haven't changed much.
No, neither of you. Why, you're just as lovely as you were when I went away.
I wish you meant it.
I do mean it. You do look nice, really you do. After knocking about all over the world and seeing different sorts of women, you know, yellow women and black women.
Oh, so you've been messing about with black women, have you?
I haven't been messing about with black women.
Oh, yes, you have. You've just said so.
Oh, you're starting already, are
I'm
you?
not starting anything, but I'm not going to be compared with black women, and that's that.
I didn't mean it.
What's all the noise about?
Nothing, Mother, nothing. Listen, love, don't let's start quarrelling the minute I get back.
I don't want to quarrel, I'm sure.
Oh, neither do I. All I want's a bit of peace and quiet.
There goes Mrs. Jepson. She's going to have a baby, according to Mrs. Harris. Going to have a baby? Well,
don't look at me. I've been away for 6 years.
disgraceful, I call it. Having a baby and her husband's been overseas 2.5 years.
Well, there's nothing in that. There's 2.5 years between our Eunice and our Norman.
I think the sun's got to your head.
Well, Mum, what about it?
Well, I never...
You're going to a funeral?
Take no notice, it's only your father. Why, it's right smart.
Hello, stranger. Been making a bit of a career for yourself in Korea.
No, I just committed suicide on the suicide.
Oh, right. Good, Dad. Right snappy.
Well, you're growing quite a big lad. Are you working, or is that a rude question?
Well, not at the moment. Just looking round for good opening.
Oh, aye. That's what the rabbit said to the greyhound.
I don't get it.
Too snappy for you.
Oh, well, sorry I can't stop.
Where are you going, lad?
Round to Clarice Harris's. They're holding a big party tonight. Her dad's just come back from overseas.
It must be nice when their dads come back from overseas. Oh, well.
Here. Do you know what happens to a girl who wears woolen stockings?
No, what?
Nothing!
Mother, how do I look?
It's most becoming.
It'll be coming off in a minute.
Oh, is your dad back?
Hello, Dad.
Where are you going, lass?
I'm going out.
I didn't think you were going to crawl up the chimney. Hey, does she have to put all this muck on her face?
She's grown up now, you know. You can't treat her like a kid.
I've a right to know where my own daughter's going to, haven't I? She's not 21 yet.
He asked me last night, Mother.
Who did?
Charlie Farley.
Asked you what?
To marry him, of course. What do you think?
Well, I never did. And will you?
I think so.
Hey, wait a minute. He'll have to keep you. He knows that, I suppose.
Aye, he wants to.
It must be crackers. Hey, don't I get consulted about this?
About what?
About our Eunice getting wed.
I don't see why you should. She's known Charlie Farley a long time now, haven't you, love?
Aye, 6 weeks.
Hey, who is this Charlie Farley? That's what I want to know.
A chap.
I know he's a chap. You don't think I thought he was a greyhound, do you?
Oh, that's his job.
What is?
Greyhounds, the dog track.
Oh, hey, he works at a dog track, does he? And what does he do at the dog track? Goes round with the brush and shovel, I suppose.
No, he doesn't. He's got a good job.
Why isn't he in the army?
He's graded. He's got a fatty heart and flat feet. But he's ever so nice.
He's got a fatty heart and flat feet. But he's ever so nice. That settles it. I'm not having any daughter of mine getting married to a fellow with a flat heart and fatty feet that works at a dog track.
What you want and what I want are very different things. I've been running the family while you've been away, and I'm not to have you interfering now you've come back.
I don't see why I shouldn't marry Charlie Farley. I shall have to marry someone, I suppose, and he's as good as anybody. Anyway, he's got ambitions.
Oh, has he?
He wants to marry me and have a big family.
Oh, does he? Well, she can get that idea right out of her head. I'm not going to be cluttered up for the rest of my life with a lot of little Charlie Farleys running around with fatty hearts and flat feet. And furthermore, you haven't told me where you're going yet, dressed up like that.
Well, if you must know, I'm going to meet him at the Palais.
At what?
At the Palais.
I saw one once. Saw what, Mother? A ballet. It was at the old Theatre Royal, in the pantomime. They had a lovely transformation scene too. Nobody's talking about ballets. Our Eunice is going to the Palais, the dance hall. Why don't you speak plain English?
Nobody's talking to you, any road.
Don't you talk to my mother like that.
Well, let her keep out of this. Hey, what's this Palais you're going to anyway?
The Palais de Dance. I work there.
What at?
Jitterbugging.
Jitter-what-in?
Jitterbugging.
What-a-bugging?
Jitterbugging.
What horrible language.
What the blazes is jitterbugging?
Interrupting our program of dance music for a special announcement. A case belonging to a doctor and containing 20 phials of phenylbarbitone was taken by mistake.
Ta-ta, love. Don't be late home and don't smoke too many cigarettes. It'll give you a bad colour.
One more colour on her face wouldn't make much difference. So you smoke cigarettes now, do you?
Yes, I do. So what?
So what? So what?
So what? Nothing. I just said so what.
I know you did. What are you talking about? You can't say so what nothing. You're asking a question, aren't you? Where's your grammar? Hey, you're a proper little devil getting, aren't you? Making up and smoking cigarettes you'll be drinking next.
Aye, I do that too. And I shall probably have a couple of small ports with Charlie Farley tonight. Well, TTFN.
TTFN? What's that?
Ta-ta for now.
Well, DGQD.
What's DGQD?
Don't go quite daft.
Give my love to Roger, Ma.
OK, darling. Don't be late.
Who's Roger?
The lodger.
Oh, aye, the lodger. What's he like, Maggie?
He's a fine man, that's what he is. Works hard and earns good money.
What doing?
Big business. He's a key man.
Give us one from under the counter, Joe. So.
Here, Roger. You know that youngish lad of ours, young Sammy? He's a bright lad, he is. You ought to get him in the business. The other day he said to me, Dad, what's the letter on the back of the car, the letter L? I said, it's for learner. Today he says, that car with the L on the back now has got GB on it. Does that mean the driver's getting better? GB, getting better. He's a bright lad, is our Sammy.
Very good indeed.
Checked up on that lorry for you, Gov. Leaves the factory at 3. Passes here about 4:30.
Thanks. Copy. Oh, blimey.
Thanks,
Here's your cut on the nylons, Joe.
Oh, thanks. Don't waste much time, do you?
Yeah, that's chicken feed. Chicken feed.
Nice business.
Booming. As a matter of fact, I've got something really big coming off soon. Fags. Billions of fags. Can you drive a lorry, Joe?
Drive anything on 4 wheels?
That's my boy. Now, look, I'll give you the lowdown later, only I'm taking my landlady to the pictures tonight.
Oh, I don't know why you hang that up to her. She ain't got no dough, has she?
She's got plenty of Ray meat. Besides, give me a nice, respectable background.
All right.
You don't mind, do you, Joe?
Yeah, it's all right.
Good night, mate.
Good night.
Oh, Willie, you're in my way. Come out of it. Sit down while I get Roger's tea. You can have yours later.
After Roger's finished.
That's right.
If there's any left.
That's right. I expect he'll be hungry.
Why, does he work in the Ministry of Food?
No, he's in rearmaments.
In rearmaments, I'll bet he is.
Oh, he wants his tea early tonight. He's going to the flick. I do wish he'd come in. I'll never get washed up in time.
Well, there's no hurry. You've got all night, haven't you? That is, unless Roger's taking you with him to the flicks.
That's exactly what he is doing.
Ah. What? You don't mean to say you go out the pictures with Roger the lodger, do you?
There's no harm in a gentleman taking a lady to the pictures, I hope.
Oh, I suppose not, as long as it stops at that.
What do you care what I do? You've been away for 6 years, and I don't suppose you've even brought me back a present.
That's where you're wrong. Just what I have done.
What have you brought me?
A brand new dress.
A new dress?
Aye, all the way from the glamorous East. Here it is. You wear the flowers to cover your top and the skirt to cover the rest of you.
Am I supposed to go around in a thing like that?
Why not? It's latest fashion in Bonga Wonga.
This isn't Bonga Wonga. Expecting me to go around in a grass skirt and a ring of roses?
Well, Eve only had a fig leaf and she didn't grumble.
She had Adam.
Aye, and you've got Willie Higginbottom.
And a couple of kids you seem to have forgotten.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've got presents for them and all.
Have you brought those back for our kids?
I didn't realize they'd grown so big.
Well, you didn't suppose they'd grow any smaller, did you?
It didn't occur to me. Hey, it shoots muck out at back. Look.
What do you think you're doing?
I wish there were no prisons, I do. For oakum picking gives me a licking, but I'm rather fond of a little bit of licking in the hand. Hello. How are you, Maggie? Look what I've brought you. You got a visitor, I see.
Oh, Roger, this is Willie, my husband. Willie, this is Roger.
Oh, aye, the lodger.
I do. Playing with your toys?
Healing Peckies, Roger?
Oh, I'm always ready for a bit of your cooking, Maggie. You know, I always say if you haven't tasted Maggie's tripe, you don't know what tripe is.
You're talking a lot of tripe, I know that.
Sit down, Roger. I won't be a minute. I'm just brewing tea. Get up, Willie!
What for?
You're on Roger's chair.
Well, I'll be...
Get up, Willie. Roger's tired. Sit down, Roger. I won't be a minute.
Make yourself at home.
I am at home.
You've been working pretty hard, I suppose.
Well, we keep on doing our bit, you know. Still got to keep the lads in Korea going.
Oh, aye, you got to keep them going. And you're taking my wife to the pictures tonight.
Yes. You don't mind, do you, old man?
No.
You know, when you've been working hard all day, you feel like a bit of relaxation in the evening.
Oh, yes.
It's no good knocking yourself up now, is it?
Oh, no.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, you know.
Of
course. I wanted to join the army, but they wouldn't let me go.
Wouldn't they?
Nah. I'm in a reserved occupation.
Oh, aye.
You know, it's one of the biggest regrets of my life that I wasn't over there knocking the stuffing out of them Nazis.
You'd have loved it.
Still, somebody's got to do the work, old man. Somebody's got to turn out the armaments.
Aye. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to have any more nice wars, would you?
What do you mean?
Come and get your tea, Roger.
You're having your usual cup of chow with me, aren't you?
Oh, I'll have a cup to keep you company. But I've had a good lunch.
I had a smashing lunch, too.
I never had any lunch at all.
2 egg and bubble, 4 a dripping, sultana pud, and 2 cups of rosy leaf. Tasty.
We had a couple of faggots, Mum and I, with some fried potatoes and tinned peas. Lovely.
I had a meat pie with no meat in it. Lousy.
How are the sausages, Roger?
Thoroughbreds. Not my idea of a tea, you know. If there's one thing I like more than another, it's a nice bit of cold ham.
Oh, aye, but look at the price.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. I think you do very well here, considering.
You don't do so badly yourself.
What the devil do you think you're playing?
I'm sorry, did I splash you?
Of course you did.
I might be down.
Don't do that. I've got to eat those. God, I've never seen anything like it in my life, you fathead.
Oh, what a shame. Cat won't eat it now. Oh, I'll get my hat and coat on or we'll be late for the pictures. What are you looking so miserable about? You don't mind my going to the pictures with Roger, do you?
No, I suppose not. I just thought that as it was my first night back home, you might have liked to stop in for a bit. Or else come out with me, love.
Oh, well, we made our arrangements now. You don't want me to disappoint Roger, do you?
You must be tired after your long journey, old man. You take it easy. I'll tell you what, you can have my chair if you like.
Oh, thanks very much.
Till I come home. Ready, mate?
Clear Roger's tea things away and wash up and don't break anything.
Hey, what about my tea?
Oh, there's some corned beef in the larder. You can have that.
One shot of that and you'll spit in the eye of a tiger.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't like whiskey.
But you gotta have something. I can't drink on my own.
Well, I don't know what to have. I'm so hot.
Baby, you sure said it.
Well, I think I'll have a nice, long, cool drink.
Yeah, I know. Something long and cold and full of...
Take my wife.
Baby, when you look at me like that, I get goose pimples on my goose pimples.
Oh, go on. You Americans are all like that.
Well, we all got two things in common, and, well, one of them's drink.
What's the other?
Baby, you got me coming and going.
Let's dance again, shall we?
No. Nah, the weather's too rough. I gotta go.
Well, I don't want to go yet.
That's right. You stay here, baby. I'm on a secret mission. Man about a dog.
Well, can't I go with you to see the man about the dog?
Nah, I'm sorry, baby. The dog might bite you. So long, beauty. I'll be seeing you.
Like that.
Cinderella, that's me. Cinderella. The ugly sisters have gone to the blinking ball and left me to do the fiddling washing up. And I don't see any flipping fairy godmother.
Hey, you know the home of that guy called Bittenhagen? Who? Buttonhagen. Oh, you mean Higginbottom? That's what I'm saying, friend. Buttonhagen. Aye, that's his house there. Thanks, pal. Oh, that's all right. Don't stand on ceremony with Willie Higginbottom. Just open the door and walk in. Well, hey, brother.
We've been driving through the jungle in Korea, shooting at gorillas far and near. We have chased them from the border, reached on law and order. Hiya, pal.
I do.
Hey, anybody in?
No. Can I do anything for you?
Yeah, I reckon you can. Yeah, but I don't remember what it is.
Hey, you're not Charlie Farley by any chance?
No, I guess I ain't, pal. Just call me Texas. That's where I come from. Good old Texas, the Lone Star State. Restoring law and order, chasing from the border. Restoring law and order, restoring law and order.
Hey, turn it up. You wake the old bloomin' street up.
Oh, I'm sorry, pal. I just feel kind of happy, that's all. I just got back from Korea.
Have you? That's funny. I just got back from abroad myself.
Yeah, don't say. Well, now, if that ain't a coincidence. This calls for a little celebration. Do you like rye?
Aye, good.
Got any glasses?
I'll get some.
It's my way. Restore law and order. Restore law and order. Restore law and order.
Hey. Look, we've got to be very quiet about this, you see. My mother-in-law's poorly.
Oh, I'm sorry, pal. Hey, when the old girl like a shot of this'll put her to sleep, all right.
No, let's leave her out of it. Between you and me, she's a bit of a nagger.
I get you, pal. I've had a few mothers-in-law myself. Well, here's how. Cheerio.
It sort of takes you apart, doesn't it? This is what we used to call leopard sweat. Oh, it's my wife's lodger every morning.
What's that?
It's my wife's lodger every morning. And my wife's lodger every
Stop
night.
that noise!
Hey, that reminds me. My old woman's gone off to the pictures with Roger.
Who's he?
The lodger. I'm always in trouble when anything goes wrong.
What's wrong?
But everything that Roger does is right.
Is right.
Everything.
Now tell me, when did you get back?
Only today.
Have a nice trip?
No, terrible. The ship was too uncomfortable. Too full up. Hey, 350 junior officers on board and 11 nursing sisters. Never have so few been chased by so many for so long, for so little.
Okay, pal, so you had a tough time. Did I ever tell you about the time I captured an enemy bunker single-handed?
No, tell me.
We're attacking through the jungle, see? I get separated from my section. What do I do?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you. I crawl out of a patch of scrub, see? And there, right in front of me's the bunker. So I grab my gun, and I'll give him a short burst. Then I give him another burst. Then I'll leap into the bunker, and I'll give him all I got left.
Hey, hey. Now I've no time for Roger the lodger.
The lodger.
I trust him just as far as I could reach.
I could reach.
He's a codger.
Stop that noise down there!
The kind of lodger is Roger the leech. Hey, take my daughter.
Thanks, pal. Where is she?
Just a biggin.
What's that?
It's a newfangled kind of dance.
You ain't Boogie Woogie.
Boogie Woogie, is that it?
Yeah, Boogie Woogie. Something about cats and hips. We're rootin', shooting dice from Idaho. I shooting all before it says we go. From Houston to Yokohama, we'll make a panorama. I'm shooting all before it says we go. As we go up, as we go, and we'll be burning.
What's that?
Mice.
With clogs on. It's my mother-in-law.
Tell her to go chase yourself, friend. Are you a man or a mouse?
I'm a man buyer.
That's trouble.
I'm a man.
Tell her to take a powder.
Sidlitz powder.
Tell her to take a powder.
I'm a Bob Martins.
That's settled her. Swell, boy. Keep it up. Don't you stand for any of that baloney from any of them. Tell them all to scram.
I think I will.
Oh, boy. And as for Roger the lodger, do you know what I do about him? And as for the washing up, do you know what I do about the washing up?
No.
I chuck the whole darn lot out of the window.
I never thought of that. Well, what are we waiting for?
Let's go, brother.
Can't I? An Englishman's home is his cat.
Who could conjure a scene more beautiful than these enchanting Hawaiian girls, dancing to the strains of native guitars as those surf-covered breakers forever keep rolling in onto those coral-studded beaches?
I says cigarettes, chocolates.
Would you like an ice, Maggie?
I don't mind if I do.
One, please.
I says cigarettes, chocolate.
Now, with this thought in our minds, we say farewell to lovely Waikiki, where men are men, and the women are constantly reminding them of it.
How our honeymoon, Maggie?
Oh, give over, Roger.
Shh! Turn it up. What's the matter with you?
I don't think I should have left Willie all on his own tonight, you know. After all, it is his first night home. Anyway, let's hope it's getting on with washing up.
You gotta be boss in your own house. Get me? Getcha! You don't want to stand for any of that baloney from your wife or the kids. Get me? Getcha! Or the lot. Get me? Getcha!
Ah! Oh! Oh, dear, dear. Oh. Oh.
Willie, let's you and me go out and get another bottle of rye.
Aye, that's a good idea. I'm beginning to like this rye. I'm getting a craving for it.
Well,
Rootin' shootin' guys from Idaho, sweeping along.
Be quiet down there!
Why don't you divorce him, honey, and marry me?
Bud, I must have time to think it over.
I'm crazy about you. Give me a kiss.
Give over, Roger.
Gee, baby, you're swell. I'm crazy about every little thing about you. Your hair, your eyes, your neck.
Give over, Roger.
I can't stand this any longer. Leave him, baby, and come away with me.
No, I can't.
Why can't you?
Oh, I'm afraid, Bud.
He's only a wrestler, ain't he?
Yeah, Bud, but a Russian wrestler, and he's so big and strong.
Oh, forget it. Come away now. Will you, baby?
Gee, I don't know.
Say you will, baby.
Say you will, Maggie.
Okay, Bud. I'll come.
There you are, Maggie.
My husband!
Who the hell are you?
I am Ramina, the Russian wrestler. Who are you?
I'm Popenoff, the American sprinter. Good night.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, Bud!
He shot him!
Nip in the body again.
Roger!
What's the matter with you?
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go get a glass.
Oh, will you be only waiting on me?
Willie.
Come over, Roger!
You know, pal, it's kind of cozy here of us. Hey, friend, do you live here?
Nay, I'm on holiday.
You spend your holidays here?
Aye. I haven't had holiday in 5 years. I wrote to council and they told me to take me holidays at my own convenience.
Because this my pleasure.
Well, what's been going on, Mother? Hey, it's murder, that's what it is. They've been smashing plates up between them.
What?
Willie and another drunk. I thought it was them coming back. Oh, they tried to shoot me.
What?
Tried to follow me up the stairs. Oh, they didn't get into your bedroom, did they, Mother? No. I wouldn't let them. The lustful hounds.
Oh, never mind, Mother. Go back to bed, love.
I'll take care of Willie when he comes in. Oh.
Oh, this is a nice old carry-on, I must say. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Whiskey.
Empty.
After all I've done for him. Slaved myself for the bone, kept the house nice and clean for him to come back to, brought his children up. This is what I'll get in return.
You know, Maggie, I've been thinking.
What about?
About you and me and him.
What about us?
He's no good to you, Maggie. Cut him right out of your life, you know, like they've done at the pictures. Get rid of him once and for all. Give him his cards.
Oh, you don't mean divorce?
Why not? Then you and me could get spliced.
Oh, I don't know what to think.
Well, you like me, don't you?
I'm very fond of you, Roger, but...
I knew it. And I get on all right with that old, with your mother, don't I?
Ah, you do.
Well, what about it?
You've quite took my breath away.
Ah, no, girl, you can't come that tale with me, you know.
I don't know what you mean. You've been nice to me and I've appreciated it, but you can't say I've ever let you make love to me.
No, I suppose you haven't, really.
You can't say I've ever given you any encouragement, I'm sure.
No, you have been a bit cold, I must say. Anyhow, what about it?
Oh, it's not as easy as all that. You see, I've been married to Willie now for nearly 20 years. He's become a sort of habit.
That's just it. A bad habit. You want to break yourself of him.
Oh, you can't decide things like that all in a minute.
But you don't love him, do you?
Sometimes I think I do. He's so pathetic. Like an overgrown school lad. Sometimes I feel so sorry for him. And then he goes and behaves like he's done tonight. Oh, I could throttle him. And another thing, Roger. I don't know much about you, do I? You haven't told me anything about yourself, have you?
Such as?
Well, you've been married, for one thing.
No, I've never been married. I don't know why. It's not that I'm not the marrying kind. It's, well, I suppose I've never met the right girl. Until now.
You don't seem to get any letters, do you?
No, I don't, do I? No. Well, you know, I'm just one of these lonely blokes. You know, I don't make many friends. Just go jogging along. But we don't want to get over sentimental, do we?
Oh, no. Good night, Roger.
Then I take it you've turned me down.
Well, no, Roger, I wouldn't say that exactly. Only it'll take a lot of thinking over. But before anything can happen, I've got to have it out with Willie about this here carry-on tonight. Look here, my Aunt Fanny's best vase broken. Oh.
Anyhow, think over what I've said, eh? And give us a kiss to be going on with.
Not now, Roger, not now.
Oh, come on, Maggie, just one for luck.
Give over, Roger.
Maggie, listen.
Who's that?
Me, Mum.
You're back early from Pally.
I'm fed up.
So am I. A nice ride do we've had here tonight.
I met the most wonderful American soldier.
I knew it. Tell me the worst.
Well, he was tall and handsome and, oh, what eyes. He'd only got to look at you with those eyes.
Well, what else would he look at you with, girl? His teeth?
I could tell by the way he was looking at me just what he was thinking about.
I could tell what he was thinking about without looking. Why are you back so early?
Well, he gave me the brush off and left me with Charlie Farley.
Oh, well, get to your bed and stop wasting your time on American soldiers.
Oh, but this one's different.
Oh, why, they're all different in uniform. But see them without it, they all look much the same. Only some look worse than others.
You've never been in love, have you?
That's not the right question for a girl to ask her mother.
Well, how could anyone ever have been in love with Dad?
Don't be daft. Get to your bed and don't talk a lot of rubbish.
Poor Ma. You know, I feel sorry for you. You don't know what it's like being in love. It's beautiful.
Love.
He's a Roger, a codger, a crafty kind.
Well, okay, brother.
Mustn't wake up my mother-in-law.
What's the matter? Is she sick?
She may be a Death Star.
Don't worry, pal. We'll pull her through.
It's locked.
Are you going to stand for that?
What?
Locked out by a lousy lodger.
Am I?
Sure you are. And here's where you show 'em who's boss, pal.
I will. Open the door, it's the boss. Open the door, it's the boss.
We're shooting dice from Idaho, Idaho. Sweeping all the boys as we go. From West Point to Ohio, we'll make a band.
You're going to be sorry for this, Willie Higginbottom. You understand this hooligan you picked up?
Well, that's my pal. He's in Texas. He's not a liar, pal.
Ma'am, your husband's a hero.
Yeah, I'll hero him. Come on, get him out of this.
As you stand for that stuff, friend, tell her where she gets off.
This is where you get off. Stop the bus.
Willie Higginbottom, what's come over you?
Listen, I'm going to be master in my own house, see? And I'm not going to stand for any more old buck from you, or from Rumbling Roger, or from the kids, or from that old A-bag your mother upstairs.
You leave my mother out of this.
I won't leave her out of it. I'm fed up with your family. Your father was just as bad.
My father, you're starting on him now, are you?
Your father, what a man he was. Old Humpty Dumpty. Never did a stroke of work in his life.
He tried to join the army.
I know he did, and what did they tell him? Told him they wanted soldiers for France, not camels for Egypt.
Hello, boy.
Come on now, get out of
Give
it.
her the works.
Give her the works. I'll give her the old blooming factory.
You're in no fit condition to talk tonight. I'll have this out with you in the morning.
We'll have nothing out in the morning. We'll have it out here and now, while I'm in the mood.
Now then. What's going on down here? What's all the row about, eh? What's all the row about?
Oh, Roger, this horrible man, he's made our Willie drunk.
Yes, I'll soon settle him. Stand back. Now look, you don't want me to start getting tough now, do you? Now look.
Yeah, sure, said a mouthful, brother.
No, kid! What do you think you're doing? Turn it up!
Oh! Roger!
She's fainted. 8, 9, out.
You'll pay for this! You'll pay for this!
It's one wonderful party round at Clarence Ellis's.
I know you've been drinking with Charlie Farley.
You don't look well, son. You better get up to your bed.
Don't look well, me foot. He's drunk, that's what he is.
How dare you say it? Our Norman's never been drunk in his life.
Hasn't he? Well, he's starting now.
Drunk? Who says I'm drunk? Soberest man at the party.
No.
Aye. Well, all others was under table.
Well,
I was swinging on a candelabra.
there you are.
It's just come through on wireless.
What has?
They've taken up all tram lines in Manchester.
What for?
They were in the road.
What I'll do to that lad.
You'll do nothing with him. I'll deal with you in the morning. I'm going to bed.
Aye, lass, let's go to bed. We're shooting dice from Idaho. What happens to the girl that wears woolen tram lines?
Looks like rain.
Aye. But you still charge a shilling a quart for it, though.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Well, what are you doing here?
Listen, sweetie pie, I'll ask the questions. Tell me, what joint is this?
Joint?
Well, you know, address?
Oh, 13 Merriweather Street.
13 Merriweather Street. Well, that seems to ring a bell. Oh, my head.
What's the matter? Are you ill?
No, I think something must have hit me. Something has hit me.
What do you think you're playing at? Mum, look, it's him! Nothing would surprise me. Go and get dressed.
But how did he get in here?
Go and get dressed.
What's he doing there?
Go and get dressed. Well?
No.
Ah, so you've come too, have you?
Have I?
Feeling a bit sorry for yourself, no doubt.
I am.
Well, I thought you might be. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Willie Higginbottom. You make me fair sick. You don't seem to care at all. You dance on me grave, that's what you do.
Hey, love, you know I can't dance.
Don't try and be funny. How did he get in here?
I don't know. He's been out shooting guys or something.
Well, he can shoot himself right out of here and quick. Put that cloth on the table.
Maggie Ann,
Well, what is it now?
I'm very sorry about last night.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? I suppose I'm very glad.
It's more like a bloody ground.
Language.
No, don't be nasty, love. I didn't mean to upset you, really, I didn't.
No?
I just wanted to tell you how it happened. It all come about through me being a bit hurt.
Oh, you were a bit hurt, were you?
Aye, well, it was only natural. I come back home here after all that time abroad, and you don't seem to bother with me. You know, don't care whether I've come back or not. And then on top of it all, on my first night home, you go off to the pictures with Roger the Lodger. Well, it proper upset me. And another thing, Maggie Ann, all this ordering of me about, I don't like it. No. I know you always used to do it in the old days, and I didn't seem to mind it so much then, but when a chap's been in the army and knocked about the world a bit, he gets a bit independent-like, and it doesn't come very acceptable.
Oh, doesn't it?
I'm not saying this to start any more bother, love. We had enough of that last night, didn't we? Eh? Eh, we had enough bother last night, didn't we? I'm just telling you how I feel. I think you've a right to know.
Oh, that's very kind of you, I'm sure.
You see, I love you, Maggie Ann. I love you very much.
Suppose you do.
But when you start saying, put that cloth on and go and do the washing up, well, it goes against the grain, and I get a bit obstinate, like.
Well, I suppose I've been a bit hard on you, but have you ever stopped to consider my point of view?
Have you got one?
I have that. When war started, we'd been married nearly 15 years. When we got wed, I was looking forward to us getting on. I thought maybe we'd save a bit of money and buy a car. Or perhaps move into a bigger house with a nice garden. But what happened? We never moved an inch. When the war broke out, you were still earning same money. Why, even the furniture, the bulk of it was left me by my Aunt Fanny. What have you provided?
Well, there's that china dog on bedroom mantelpiece. And picture of love locked out in
You won those at Hoopla, in the fairground at Blackpool. Oh, same in civilian life as in the army. Do you get on? No, you're still a private.
Hey, love, I would have got promotion only...
Well...
Officer was a bit jealous of me.
It's no good making excuses, Willie lad. Roger doesn't make excuses.
I was wondering when he was going to get dragged into it. Look, you didn't fall in love with him, did you, Maggie Ann?
Well, what I like about him, he's a go-getter. He'll get somewhere.
Ah, he'll get somewhere. My guess is Dartmoor.
He's a better man than you, Willie Higginbottom.
All right. If you want Roger the Lodger...
I don't, I never said...
Don't interrupt. Understand one thing, once and for all. As long as I'm here, I'm going to be master, see?
Morning, all.
Oh, hello, Roger. You're in time for breakfast. Do you fancy fried fish?
It looks like boiled cod.
I'm afraid I'm too busy. I've got to get to work. I've a lot of business ahead of me this morning. Key man, that's me.
Oh, a key man, eh? Well, go and pick a few locks.
You think you're very clever, don't you? At least he is going to work, which is more than you ever do.
Well, I can work too, can't I?
Can you? I wouldn't know. You haven't for 6 years.
Well, you've had my army allowance, haven't you?
You don't suppose that was going to keep all of us, do you? Oh, I'm fed up with the whole thing.
Why, so am I. I'm clearing out.
You're doing what?
I'm clearing out. That's what I'm doing. I come back home here after 6 years, and what do I find? I don't matter to any of you. I'm just in everybody's way. Well, I'm not going to be in anybody's way any longer. I'm going.
What's all the noise about?
It's all right, Ma. I'm popping off.
What's dropping off?
I do feel awful.
You look terrible. Come here, lad.
What?
My shirts haven't come back from the laundry this week.
Why not?
Because I didn't send any.
Well, I'll be a prairie oyster if it isn't my little gal from the valley.
Mum, it's the boy I was telling you about last night. You know, it's my hero.
You're welcome.
It is you.
Yes.
Gee, baby. Boy, what a break for me you being here.
What made you come here?
Well, I'm looking for some guy called Higgins something.
Higginbottom?
Yeah, Higgins something. Only I forgot the bottom part. Hey, your dad's name's Higginbottom.
That's right.
Holy mackerel! We gotta get him back. I remember now. I got an important letter for him.
Oh, well, you can leave it here and go. If I know Willie Higginbottom, he'll soon be back.
Did you ever hear Willie talk about his Uncle Elias? Why, he was one of the richest men in Texas. I know, I worked for him.
What's that got to do with our Willie?
Well, you see, Uncle Elias, he died, and he's left Willie his ranch.
What's that? A ranch? What's it worth?
About 40,000 pounds English, I guess.
40,000 pounds?
And he's run away.
But where do you come in?
Well, I was like this. You see, before I joined the army, I worked in this old guy's ranch. Well, when after I was drafted, I went down there to say goodbye to him, and I found him on his deathbed. He said to me, Tex, he said, when you get to the old country, I want you to go and I want you to look up my nephew, Willie Higginbottom. Tell him he's the only relative I've got left in the world I give a damn about, and when I'm gone, he's getting everything I got. Well, just before I sailed, he died, and the attorneys asked me to come along and give Willie this letter.
Then Dad gets all that money. Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I ain't so sure about that, baby.
How do you mean?
Well, it ain't so easy for a guy to ask a rich man's daughter to marry him.
You mean you're asking me to marry you?
That's the rough idea.
Well, we're not certain yet whether Dad is rich.
Rich or poor, baby, I don't care.
Oh, Tex.
Never mind that. What's in the letter? Dear Mr. Higginbottom, we regret to have to inform you of the death of your uncle Elias Higginbottom of the Bar H Ranch, Duffel Creek, Texas. In accordance with the deceased's will, you are the sole legatee.
Oh, that means we get the money.
Oh, will you kindly take the opportunity of communicating with us and putting us in touch with your solicitors? We've got no solicitors.
So that the legal formalities of establishing your claim may be dealt with. Yours faithfully, Steer, Heifer, and Steer.
Which one signed it?
Bullock.
Then this means we're really rich.
Not yet, you ain't, baby.
What do you mean?
Not till you find Willie.
Oh, we've got to find him. You'll help us, Tex.
Not till you promise to marry me.
Find Dad and I will.
Atta girl, we're on the trail. Willie Higginbottom, here I come.
Well,
Private William Higginbottom live here?
he did. Don't tell me he's wanted for the police.
He certainly is.
Well, I want him more than the police, if you can ever find him.
Don't worry, missus. We'll find him.
I bet he was after your Willie. I wonder what could have happened to him, Mother. Hey, I don't know. I'm hoping for the worst. I'm worrying what's happened to our Eunice. Oh, she's all right. She's out with Tex looking for Willie. She's all right. She's safe enough. Safe? With an American soldier? I wouldn't feel safe myself.
Oh, we shouldn't be doing this, Tex. We didn't come here for this.
Speak for yourself, baby.
Well, don't you think we'd better start looking for Dad?
Well, you never know. He might pass this way any minute.
Oh, Tex, no more, please.
What is this feeling round my heart, like champagne starting to fill? Can it be love? It can. I think it is. And what are these strange vibrations, like the G-string on a guitar? Can they be thrills? They can. My gosh, they are. Now I mustn't forget that this kind of song must always contain that line about unfamiliar reactions in the neighborhood of the spine. And why do I sigh and think of you, and think of you, and then sigh? Can it be love? What do you think?
I think it can.
So do I.
Baby, I think we'd better find your dad.
Sit down, Joe. Waiter! Didn't you hear me calling you? Waiter!
Que voulez-vous, monsieur?
3 large scotches.
Oui, oui.
Terrible service, you know. The country's full of damn foreigners.
That'll make the driver sleep for a fortnight.
You're telling me. Now, this is the drill, Joe. The lorry leaves the tobacco factory at 3, loaded into the roof with cigarettes and tobacco, and gets to your place about 4:30. Now, the driver comes in for a cup of chow, and we're waiting to give him a Mickey fin out of this flask. As soon as he's out, we drive off with the lorry, unload it there in his garage, ditch the lorry, and Bob's your uncle. Waiter, soda! Garçon! Soda! Oh!
If I catch that lobstick for an hour, boil him in his own spaghetti.
Ah, forget it. Let's get cracking to my place and we'll do the lorry drive.
Hey! man, there's a William Higginbottom working here.
I'll go to the foot of our stairs. Of all the horrible, unsociable, disobliging... Juice Cafe, quick!
Well, I'll be hey, Willie boy! Hey, pal, we got news for you.
Daddy, we're rich. Tell him, Tex.
Yeah, you see, friend, it's like this.
Never mind about that now. Do you know Juice Cafe?
Yeah.
Well, get waving.
Who are we after?
Roger the Lodger, drive like the devil.
You going far?
Far enough with that load outside.
Oh, you could do with another livener then.
Thank you, mate. This is good stuff.
Oh, smashing.
What are you carrying? Back here, and cigarettes. Millions of them. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Good boy. Aye, Scott.
Hey, you want any help, pal?
No, this is a private life.
Okay.
Hey, is that your lorry outside? Well, you've been got at.
Blimey.
Hey, stop thief! Stop thief!
I shan't be a minute. Where are you going? Round to my lodgings to pick up a bag.
Give him my love.
I'll see you round to Danny's garage. So long.
If you're wanting your supper, you're going to be unlucky because it's not ready.
I don't want this supper. I'm packing up.
Blacking up? What for? Is he joining minstrel shows? Where are you going?
As far as I can get away from this dump.
Packing up, is he? I don't want him pinching me knickknacks.
If you're bluffing, you're for it.
Oh, Willie, you've come home. You've come back to me. What have you done? Police are after you.
So you're Private William Higginbottom.
What of it?
Is this your case?
I think so.
You're not a doctor, are you?
I must have left mine in train.
There are 20 files of phenol barbitone in here.
Whatever's that?
A dangerous drug, madam.
Oh, Dad, you are careless. We might all have been blown up.
I thought I recognized that face. Just a minute.
Oh, what? Oh,
Is that us? What's that, half time?
Well, if it isn't Slippery Jake, alias Silky Sam, alias Johnny the Bluffer.
Alias Roger the Lodger.
All right. I'll go quietly. Oh.
I'll give you a bit of private information, Mrs. Higginbottom. Your husband's been demobbed, discharged from the army with a first-rate character.
Lovely.
Good luck to you, Higginbottom.
Hey, thanks for all your trouble. Take good care of Roger. Don't put him in a damn cell. He's got cold feet.
His wife and kids will be glad to hear he's toned up.
Wife and kids. Hey, give my love to Mrs. Alias and all the little alibis.
Ah, shut up, you elongated toe rag. Oh.
What's upset you, lass?
So he was married.
Well, that shouldn't make you miserable.
I'm not miserable.
You're crying.
I'm not crying. It's only that I'm so happy.
Well, if you get much happier, you'll die of grief.
I'm so ashamed the way I behaved about Roger.
Oh, you've nothing to be ashamed of, love. No, of course you haven't. Or have you?
Well, Higginbottom, what are you insinuating?
Nothing, love, nothing. What I mean is, I don't really blame Roger. Why, I could fall for you myself if your husband wasn't about.
Do you mean it?
Course I mean it. And I wouldn't take no for an answer. What with your husband thousands of miles overseas, I'd be a mug to miss a chance like that.
But my husband isn't thousands of miles overseas. My husband's come back.
Oh, has he? Well, that makes things a bit awkward, doesn't it?
Awkward? Why?
Huh? Oh, I see what you mean. Of course, I was forgetting. I am your husband, aren't I?
Willie, you'll have to tie me round your little finger.
And I will.
Oh.
Now here we are in Texas on the range.
For folks from Lancashire, it's very strange.
Tripe and onions we've forsaken.
We'll be eating beans and bacon.
We are here in Texas on the range.
Here we are in Texas on the range.
On the range.
For folks from Lancashire, it's very strange. Tripe and onions we've forsaken. Now we're eating beans and bacon.
We are here in Texas on the range.
My wife's lodger each morning, and my wife's lodger every night. I'm always the scapegoat when anything goes wrong, but everything that Roger does is right. Now I've no time for Roger the lodger. I trust him just as far as I could reach. He's a dodger, a bodger, a crafty kind of codger. That's Roger the lodger, the leech.